to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Mr. D. Baltasar, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Rodolfo B. De Juan Jr., to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Leonardo P. Sungkaya, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Nichols A. Dress, to the grade of Captain, Philippine Navy. Carlos G. Carriaga, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Faustino M. Villarin Jr., to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Eduardo O. Torizo, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Prudencio R. Asno, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Alan R. Luga, to the grade of Brigadier General. Alfredo E. Soriano, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Benjamin M. Castro, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Raimundo Is Banyares Jr., to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Rinaldo M. Aquino. Wala. It's there. To the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Earl D. Balyao, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Crescente Q. Maligmat, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Edgardo T. Tamayo, to the grade of Commodore. David B. Diciano, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Matias M. Bernardo, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Jesse Mario B. Dosado, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Danilo P. Gomez, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Andrio M. Briganyo, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Hiner P. Del Rosario, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Rainier L. Tamisen, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Noel E. De Toito, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Alvin Frances A. Javier, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Time T. Banyas, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Arnel M. Duco, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Air Force. Junicio L. Robles, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Air Force. Raul Jesus L. Caldes, to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Navy, Marines. Eric A. Kagawan, to the grade of Captain, Philippine Navy. Alberto A. Cruz, to the grade of Captain, Philippine Navy. Jose Tony E. Villarete to the grade of Major General. Alexander D. Dicam to the grade of Brigadier General. Jose C. Mabanta Jr. to the grade of Brigadier General. Nicolas B. Pasion Jr. to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Anesito D. Vicente to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Army. Ariel R. Kakulitan to the grade of Colonel, Philippine Navy Marines. Romel A. Gomez to the grade of Major General. I think that's all. So please record the presence of Senator Honasan, Senator Ches Escudero, and Congressman Labad-Labad, and Congressman Antonino. We have now a quorum. So we will now request Secretary Chu to administer the oath to the appointees.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceedings? So help you God. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Secretary Chu. And now may we now proceed with a question and queries from the members. Those who have any interest to question or to...
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Honorable Romualdo.
There are no questions being asked by all the members of this commission. May I therefore propose for an omnibus motion for the committee to recommend the confirmation of all the aforementioned senior military officers to the plenary session of the commission.
Who seconds the motion? To the motion presented? Is there any objection? So the motion presented is